Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing today? I hope this video finds you well and healthy. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep last night. We have a very busy day today and a lot to do today. What I want to do today and what we're going to work on today is our midterm test that I want to make sure we get done and everybody completes. So this test is actually going to be spread out over 3 days. It's going to be spread out over today, tomorrow, and Friday. It's going to be broken up into 3 parts. The first part is going to be a 100-question multiple choice. That's going to be part A. That's going to be today. Part B is going to be a CRQ. You're going to have 8 documents that you're going to have to read and answer questions on. So that's going to be part B. That's going to be tomorrow. And then on Friday, what you guys are going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to take and answer an essay question. It's going to be 5 paragraphs. You're going to have to cite all of your sources, and you're going to have to take and make sure that you answer it completely and totally, and it's going to have to kind of summarize what you've learned over the course of this year, and we'll get in more to that question when Friday rolls around. I will walk you through that question and talk to you guys about that question. So that is the plan for the next 3 days, this midterm test that is going to be 90% of your grade, just so you are aware, just so you know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and get into this and get started, what I would like you to do is I'd like you to go ahead and if you have a calendar available, please go ahead and take a look at it. You will notice that today is April 1st. And if you don't know what that day is, you will realize that it is April Fool's Day, and I can look you all in the face, sort of, and say, gotcha. We do not have a midterm test, guys, so please bring those blood pressures back down. Please go ahead and relax. There is no midterm test. It is not 90% of your grade. You're okay. Calm down. Okay, so let me go ahead and break down and get into exactly what we are going to be doing for today, guys. Today, instead, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be going ahead and doing, talking about Thomas Jefferson's presidency. That's what we're going to talk about today. So there is a little bit for you guys to do. I do have kind of a lot for you to do. So I've decided to spread it out over today, tomorrow, and Friday if you need it. And I'll get into that more a little bit, but I just want to kind of go through the first slide and break down the first slide for you. So this is going to be Thomas Jefferson's presidency. This is going to be part 1. So we're going to talk about Thomas Jefferson's inauguration and talk not so much his inauguration, but what his goal was for his presidency and for the United States. Then we're going to talk about the Louisiana Purchase, and we're going to talk about that, part 1 of that. Before we do those 2 things, we are also going to go over the Alien and Sedition Act's web quest. So that's the first thing we're actually going to do. Then we're going to talk about Jefferson's goal for the presidency, and then we're going to talk about the Louisiana Purchase. So that's the plan for today. Now, I wanted to break this up into 3 days, and I decided to break this up into 3 days because I realized that I was kind of asking you guys to do a little more than I originally thought I was over 2 days. So here's what we're going to do, and here's what I'm going to ask you to do. So after you watch this video, what I want you to do is go to the 3rd slide here. You will see this video under Teacher Lesson. This is going to kind of break down the Alien and Sedition Act's web quest and really break down John Adams' presidency. It's then going to go ahead and move into Thomas Jefferson's presidency. This video actually ended up being a little longer than I thought. So what I would like you guys to do is definitely watch this video for today. Now, after you finish this video, sorry about that, guys. After you finish this video, I'm going to leave it up to you what you do from here, okay? Because after you finish this video, the next thing you're going to be asked to do is work on the Louisiana Purchase EdPuzzle linked to this sentence. So you click on that and it will take you to the EdPuzzle. Now that EdPuzzle is about 40 minutes long. I don't want you guys to spend 70 minutes on social studies in one day. So what I would like you to do is this. Watch that video first. And then if you have the time to work on the EdPuzzle and you would like to work on the EdPuzzle, you can go ahead and do that today. If you don't want to do that, if you're all set with about a half hour worth of social studies, go ahead, stop. Don't do the EdPuzzle today. Start the EdPuzzle tomorrow. Okay? So you can go ahead and do that tomorrow. I leave that completely up to you guys, but I do expect you to at least watch the video on the third slide that goes through the web quest. For those of you, I know that a lot of you have struggled with accessing this EdPuzzle and creating an account. So what I'm going to do at the end of this video is I'm going to show you exactly how to access EdPuzzle and get to create an account on EdPuzzle. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that at the end of this video so that everybody can work on this EdPuzzle and everybody is able to get the information that has to do with the Louisiana Purchase. So after you watch the video that I posted in the third slide, it's up to you whether you want to take and come down to this slide and do the EdPuzzle or not. If you do decide to do that, go ahead. If not, then you can bypass this slide for today. The next thing I would like you to go ahead and do is I would like you to make sure you do that check for learning. Make sure you click on that. And then, as I have right here, I want you to complete the first part of the EdPuzzle assigned in this lesson. Again, that's up to you guys. That's up to you if you want to start it today or not. If you don't, that's fine. Start it tomorrow. Work through it tomorrow. And you can do it then. Tomorrow, what I have for you guys is the second part of the EdPuzzle. And I also have a short reading that is going to go along with your check for learning. If you are just starting the EdPuzzle, you can do the EdPuzzle and then do the Marbury versus Madison reading on Friday. I'll leave that up to you. If you are able to finish everything in social studies in 2 days, today and tomorrow, Friday will be a day off for you. So I leave it up to you when you get everything done, guys. I will still post a slideshow, a Google Slides tomorrow, and I will still post a video tomorrow, and I will shoot to post a video on Friday also, just talking you guys through it and just as a reminder to you guys and stuff like that. But I am going to leave how quickly you get this stuff done up to you. I'm not sure what you guys have in other classes. I've heard that you guys have a lot to work on in some other classes and stuff like that. So I'm really trying not to overload you guys. So that's why I'm spacing this out over 3 days. That video that I filmed, that I recorded, ended up being a little longer than I wanted it to be. So the one thing you can also do is at the end of it, it says to please work on the EdPuzzle. You can go ahead and ignore that if you don't want to work on it today. All right. If you have any questions, guys, please reach out to me and email me about what's going to happen over the next 3 days, and I'll make sure that I take and clarify it for you and stuff like that. Just make sure you watch the video on slide 3 and you do the check for learning. As long as you do those 2 things today, at least, that's all I'm asking you to do. So you don't have any homework assigned today, by the way, guys. And the resources are the EdPuzzle. In case the link doesn't work up on slide 5, you can use this link and that'll get you there also. Now, before I end this video, before I call it a day with this video, what I would like to do is I would like to go over to EdPuzzle and I would like to show you guys exactly what you need to do to take and access EdPuzzle. So I've already accessed the website, but I just realized that it might not be a bad idea to show you guys how to get there. And the way that I usually do it, and the way that's pretty easy, is I just go ahead and I type in EdPuzzle. So it looks like that. Type it right in the search bar there. You hit enter. It's going to take it a second. Okay, so we got there. We're all set. It is the first link on the Google web page. So you go ahead and click that link. And as I'm recording, it takes a little longer to load because the computer's trying to do two things at once. But there we go. This is the page that shows up. So if you get anything that asks you for a class code, I can tell you right now, guys, you don't need the class code, because as long as you are signed in, as long as you are signed in with your school email address, it will recognize your email address. It will recognize that you belong to my class, so you don't have to take and log in with a class code. If it is still asking you for a class code, let me know, and I will make sure that I take and reach out to figure out why that's happening. But everything I've looked up and everything that I've seen says that you don't need a class code. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to click log in. You guys are going to go ahead and click I'm a student. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to scroll down and you're going to see sign in with Google. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to click sign in with Google. That box is going to show up. Now, if you're already signed in, again, it's asking me for a class code. You're not going to need a class code. So that's one way you can do it. If it asks you for this and it has you on this screen, guys, then what you can do is you can go try clicking back to EdPuzzle, and it's going to take you to that. So the other way you can do this, if that doesn't work for some reason and it asks you for that class code, the other thing you can do is you can go ahead and click on where it says student work and activity time. You can click there, or you can click on this link, and this will pop up, and you click on that link. And what it's going to do as soon as it loads, most likely because you are not signed in, it is going to ask you, actually asks you to sign in with Google. So you go ahead, you click sign in with Google. It will let you do that. Now, because I am a teacher and I'm trying to sign in as a student, it's not letting me in. But what it should do is it should allow you to log in as a student once you log in with Google. If for some reason that doesn't work, guys, what you can do, you can go ahead and click over here, and that'll take you back to the home page, and you should be able to log in. If it does ask you for a class code, please let me know, and I'll try to troubleshoot it for you and figure it out. But those are the couple ways that you can get around that class code and get logged in and be able to watch this EdPuzzle. If for some reason that does not work, please reach out to me. Don't just sit there and say, well, I don't need to do the EdPuzzle, because you're going to be missing a large chunk of information that is going to be important for the rest of the year and even into 8th grade. If you don't know the Lewis and Clark expedition, if you don't know how the Louisiana Purchase, what steps were taken to after the Louisiana Purchase happened, that is going to leave you with a big gap in your knowledge and what you are going to be able, how easy it's going to be able to for you to understand everything going forward. So please make sure you reach out to me if there is an issue, if there is a problem. As a reminder, guys, my office hours for today are from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So please reach out to me if you have any issues, if you have any problems with that EdPuzzle. Same goes for tomorrow. The office hours are going to be from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I decided that I liked 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. rather than 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. But guys, if other teachers have kind of similar office hours, let me know, and then I can go ahead and change them if it works better for you. Other than that, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I hope you guys enjoy your day. I hope you have an easy time of completing this assignment and completing this work. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I will respond as quickly as I can. Other than that, guys, have a fantastic April Fools. Enjoy the rest of your day, Stay safe, stay healthy. Make sure you get this done. Have a great day.